What's going on? I'm going to be going over more new Dreamcast games playable on the Retroid Pocket 2, other Dreamcast emulators, and the original hardware. If you want to check out my previous list, I'll have an annotation. Now let's get into the games. First up is Last Hope Pink Bullets. It's the Dreamcast version of Last Hope. It was released in 2009, and it's an updated version that was made to be a little easier. Gameplay-wise, it plays a little slower than the other shooters on this list, but it runs almost at 60 the full time. It's definitely not too easy, as I was still struggling a little bit with it. The story premise is aliens are attacking the Earth, and you have the only ship capable of defeating them. You are tasked with destroying their leader before they reach Earth. Next up is Zia and the Goddesses of Magic. It's an RPG that came out in 2016. You can get it for $12 for just the ROM. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to buy this one yet. I probably will pick it up in the future. But the story premise is a demon comes to power, and the 10 guardian goddesses are sealed away. You're a young girl who enjoys magic, and you find out that there are books spread across the land that can teach you more magic. You set out on a journey for them. Along the way, you have to free the goddesses. This one looks like it should run fine on the Retroid Pocket 2, as it doesn't look too demanding, but the art style is really good. The combat looks pretty cool, as it looks like you have to memorize different spells and then input them in order to cast them. I'm definitely going to be checking this one out in the future. Now for another shooter. This one is Neo XYX. It's a pretty straightforward shooter that was released for the Dreamcast in 2014. And this one seems to run at full speed on the Retroid Pocket 2 with no problems. It controls very well, and while I enjoy shoot 'em ups, I'm not very good at them. So please excuse the poor gameplay throughout the video. This game has 6 stages with 6 end bosses and 5 mid bosses. It's one to check out for sure. Here is Ducks 1.5. It's a 2.5D shoot 'em up that was released for the Dreamcast in 2014. You get a shield on the front of your ship to block bullets. There are plenty of power-ups to increase your firepower throughout the level as you try and reach the end of stage bosses. There are other versions of it, like Ducks and Redux, but this is the only version that I could get to work on the Retroid Pocket 2. The others either didn't start up or were zoomed into a corner of the screen, making it unplayable. While this one works, it does have some graphical glitches, with some slowdown at some points, but overall I do think it's playable, just not going to be the best experience you can get. Last up is a game I've covered in a previous video, and it's called Flea. It was released this year on the NES and was recently released for the Dreamcast. I only own the NES version, but I am sure the Dreamcast one runs fine too. It's a platformer where you control Henry, the hyperactive Flea, who is continuously jumping, and you have to platform through challenging levels. They give you a good sense of progression as you move through the quick levels. This is one I recommend you check out, and if you want to check out my video on new NES games, I'll have it linked in the description. That was some more new Dreamcast games playable on the Retroid Pocket 2. Let me know which one was your favorite down in the comments. And if you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.